This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
The weekend leaves police probing 2 homicides within hours of each other here in the capital, the first following a brazen shooting in the area of the Fox Hill Park. Leading the team of investigating officers scrambling to the blood-soaked scene was Chief Superintendent Solomon Cash, who shared this much with reporters.
The officers, once on the scene, they saw the lifeless body of a male lying in the street. Additionally, there was a second victim who was shot to the leg. He was transported to the accident emergency section of Princess Margaret Hospital, where he's undergoing medical attention.
Now, at last report, that victim was in serious condition. As for what exactly happened, police have determined that the victims were at the park when 2 gunmen opened fire before escaping on a moped. Officers of the mobile unit who actually witnessed the incident pursued the pair through several street corners in the Fox Hill district, but they both got away. Several hours later, just before midnight to be exact, a man was at a business on Taylor Street, Nassau Village, when a gunman forced his way inside and shot him several times before running off. The injured man died in hospital. Now, when questioned about the fear of crime in the wake of another 2 homicides, here's Chief Superintendent Cash's response.
Those persons were able to elude the officers in the Blueberry Hill area near a church. I'm going to be taking you to the scene so you can see exactly what happened there. Both suspects they ran from the officers into the bushy areas, one dropping an instrument on the scene, which was retrieved by the police. Again, this investigation is early. We don't know the exact motive behind this latest homicide, but as we unravel what happened here, we'll be in a better position to update the media as to exactly why this happened.
Again, police are appealing to anyone who may have witnessed any of the matters to contact them immediately. The male surgical and children's ward, along with the old intensive care unit of the Princess Margaret Hospital, to be renovated in less than 4 months. And according to Health Minister Dr. Dwayne Sands, once this happens, there will be an additional 50 to 60 beds.
Those projects they've actually started, and they will put new bed space or reclaim vacant space so that we don't have the hold up in the emergency room, patients waiting in the aisles for days to get admitted to hospital.
Now, as it relates to the dialysis unit, the Princess Margaret Hospital Foundation on Friday assured that beds are on the way. The question now is, are there sufficient nurses?
The process of dealing with the challenges of any particular unit is based on full-time staff and then support staff brought in from elsewhere. The last time I would have spoken to the new director of nephrology, they were managing reasonably well, and that's not to say that every single shift, if somebody calls in sick, there's not a problem. But the goal is to manage this in the short term, to recruit additional trained dialysis nurses and dialysis technicians to make sure that we have enough coverage, and then we have also continued the process of outsourcing patients to the private sector.
The ultimate goal is to bring back all those beds taken out of commission. According to the minister, there are also hundreds of wheelchairs for every health facility in the country to be distributed once appropriately labeled. Customs officers admonished to take pride in their jobs, bringing the best of themselves to work. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance Peter Turnquist left the group with those thoughts during his address at the Customs Department's 105th anniversary Thanksgiving and praise service on Sunday. Adopting the words of pioneering U.S. female politician Margaret Chase Smith, Mr. Turnquist stressed that public service must be more than doing a job efficiently and honestly, but a complete dedication to the people and the nation, with full recognition that everyone is entitled to courtesy and consideration, that constructive criticism is not only to be expected but sought, that smears are not only to be expected but fought, and that honor is to be earned, not bought. By the same token, the officers were reminded that their sacrifices and hard work make a difference in the country. The Customs Department pulls in billions of dollars in government revenue, monies that in turn guarantees the country's economic health. Our final story is up next.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.